Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into some fresh reactions to the latest drops across the hottest gaming platforms, plus showing some love to those classic indie and retro gems we all keep coming back to. For today's main feature, we're jumping into Mouse P.I for Hire, a black and white, rubber hose style first-person shooter inspired by 1930s cartoons. You play as a hard-boiled private investigator navigating a gritty noir world filled with mobsters, mystery, and over-the-top cartoon violence. It mixes vintage animation vibes with fast-paced gunplay, unique weapons, and a really stylish old-school aesthetic that stands out from anything else out right now. So with that said, let's get into it. Sit back, enjoy the gameplay, and if you're feeling the vibe, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. All right, let's go here. Oh, sure. I have to change my screen again. The hell is it? Oh, fucking trash can. All right. Oh shit. Turn the sounds back on.
Bang bang, here we go. It was the last stretch, and I was starting to get serious deja vu. Now, where did that bastard go? Locked. Figures. Better look around. Yeah, opening the door ain't rocket science. Jumping with style. My joints ain't what they used to be. First aid, the secret weapon of a good detective. So now there's just one of you, huh? Wasting my time. Come on. Oh, finally. Yeah, son of a Gouda. P.I. company. Out of every virtue in the book, he settles on closing doors behind him. It's over. You got nowhere left to run.
I run toward the dream! A bright future ruled by big mice!
Oh, you absolute... Hey! Hell. Guy's got stamina, I'll give him that. And another. What is it with this guy in elevators? Make it to the end, huh? Right there! Hell, he's way too far.
I can hear you just fine, you meddling mouse.
Really? With the engines and the wind?
Don't care.
Fair enough. I'll be there in a blink, all right?
Not a chance. This is the end of the line for you.
We'll see about that. Downfalls don't begin in the sky. They begin in quiet rooms, with friendly voices and fondue bottles. Mine started a few weeks back. The sky was just the exit wound. It began with a call. Routine. Familiar. Wanda from the Mouseburg Herald. Usually she swings by the office with a lead. If it pans out, she hears it first. It's simple, really. She gets her story, I get a few bucks to stockpile cheese, and for a moment, Mouseburg gets to breathe easy. But that day was different. She was tight-lipped. Meet on site, details later. Had to be someone big. Recognizable. The kind that only says, oops, when they remember their mortal too. Something within me, old instinct, baby, said turn back. Let this one go. That this case was more trouble than it was worth. But, well, trouble is what I do.
Jack! Over here!
What's this about, Wanda? Care to toss me a cheese crumb? Or are we doing our usual tug-of-war?
I can give you more than a crumb, Jack. I can give you a magician.
A magician? What, like some wacko waving a stale mozzarella stick in front of a bunch of bored middle-aged mice?
Something like that. But this one disappeared mid-show, right in front of a handful of surprised mice. Some say it's a kidnapping. Others. I figured it might interest you. Goes by the name Magnificent Vandal. Or whatever.
Bandle? As in Steve Bandle?
One and the same. You know him?
You could say that. All right, I'm going in.
Hold your whiskers, Jack. You're not going to get past the yellow tape without cred. Or a pass. Here.
But it's you in the picture.
Let's just say the officer guarding the backstage is intellectually innocent.
I'll give it a shot.
No entry without an ID.
Oh, here you go, officer.
Oh, looking great today, Miss Fuller.
Oh, you...
What you gonna open this with, rookie? Your tail? Tell LT I'm wrapping things up now.
Let's get this over with. An address book. Huh. Steve had an assistant, and she lives nearby. Life's treated you pretty good, huh, Steve? All right, the coast is as clear as it's gonna get.
Hey, I ain't no clown!
Of course, flies always swarm rotten cheese. shinglers and their explosive barrels.
Take it for that!
Going down. No other way around. Hey, watch it. Excuse me. Coming through.
Hey! Never heard of patience?
Ever heard of move?
Yeah, welcome to public transit, bub.
this is the place. Now, which apartment was it? What in the... Jeez Louise, lady. You're in pieces.
Yes. Oh, Steve was so good to me. And now, without him, I just can't pull myself together.
Well, I mean... Never mind. What happened to you?
What you mean, what happened?
Well, not to double down on the joke, but you look, you know.
Yes?
A little broken up, somewhat detached.
I sure am. And I still have to find a new job.
This is going nowhere. I'm looking for Steve.
Well, who isn't? He went puff, and now some mobsters or other are trying to get the money they lost on the show. We're ruined.
Hey. No one's gonna hurt you. Anymore. All right. Any clue who'd want Steve, you know, disappeared?
Who wouldn't? But apart from the small gangs and the mobsters and the crazies and the girls and the police and the...
Okay. Let me just stop you right there. Now, give me the first thing that comes to mind, all right? Go.
Ooh, the party!
Not really the best time to celebrate.
No, the politicians, the big mouse party. Yes, sir, he did rub shoulders with them more than once. He did like them haughty perfume girls and boys, but he likes the politics more. Just ask the stage designer.
Which stage designer?
The stage designer. He tagged along with Steve and his new buddies and did some gigs for them. He's working in the opera mostly.
Oh, you could have started with that. The case stank of crime. Oh, jeez. I had to go back to the office and figure out which. when it comes to big shots and celebrities, Wanda might have some pointers.
So, Jack, did you pick up anything useful on your VIP trip to the vaudeville?
Not much to go on, but I met Bandel's assistant. There's this stage designer, see?
Roland?
Roland who?
Roland, the stage designer. Nobody ever remembers his name, so they just call him the stage designer. Quite the specialist. He can make anything, from tiny shrew-sized dioramas to huge catapults hurling limelights all over the stage.
Well, that's something. Shame you didn't bring him up sooner. Could have saved me some time. And bullets.
Jack! Hey, if I'd have known Roland was involved, I'd have told you. It's like the movie trailers. You only shout spoilers after you've seen the movie.
Yeah, well, either way. Step one's charting what I've got. This mess won't organize itself. So, what's up, John?
Oh, you know, same old, same old. Plenty folks drinking, not a whole lot of them paying.
You wanna bind or something?
Oh, gods, no. And I ain't looking for no handout neither. They ain't crooks, Jack. Just broke as hell.
Then why keep serving them cheese? You know they'll just slap it on the tab and you will be waiting forever for the cheddar.
They're my folks, mostly. Shrews, you know? And when you're lucky enough to open a bar, you look out for the little guy.
Yeah, sure, but the little guy has to pay one day, right?
Somebody's paying. You for one.
Alright, that's going to wrap it up for today's gameplay of Mouse P.I. for Hire, and I gotta say, this game is seriously a hidden gem. The 1930s cartoon art style mixed with that gritty noir detective theme is just different in the best way. It feels fresh, creative, and honestly stands out from a lot of shooters out right now. The gameplay is smooth, the weapons feel satisfying, and the whole rubber hose animation style gives it this chaotic, fun energy that keeps you locked in. If you're into unique visuals, fast-paced action, and something that breaks away from the usual formula, this is definitely a game you'll want to check out. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button, drop a comment letting me know what you think of the game, and subscribe for more gameplay, reactions, and content just like this. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay locked in, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace and love. I'm out.